So you really committed to High Point? Are you serious?
Yeah, they have hibachi.
Okay,
on
you
campus.
can get hibachi anywhere?
Do you have a nail salon? Do you have a full-size dorm?
Probably. My school costs $80K too.
Okay, mine costs $1 million.
Amira, the cameras are rolling.
This week, Derek will take us behind the scenes of our media journalism class.
Savannah will give us the inside scoop on Tri-M.
Danielle will share more information on the annual spring break trip. I'm Amira.
I'm Ryan.
And this is
BGTV. Hey Amira, do you think that the underclassmen ever wonder what actually goes on in our media and journalism class?
I'm sure they are. We have a newspaper and podcast team. Derek is going to take us behind the scenes.
On in the media journalism class? Well, this week I'm going to take you behind the scenes to find out. So do you want to tell me a little bit about the newsletter rotation as a whole?
So each week we could either choose to cover an event that's happening in our community, or we can write more of an informational piece or a personal piece. And with each of those articles, we have to gather at least 2 interviews. So if you choose to cover an event, you can go and take pictures of things that might seem appealing for the article and related to that. And if not, you can pose people or objects. You learn how to use Photoshop, and it's pretty cool.
So do you want to tell me about the process of actually creating the podcast, from recording to editing to finishing it?
Yeah, so we start by writing a script, and then we record it. We can use voice memos on our phone, or we can use the podcasting equipment that we have in our podcasting room. And so you record it, then you use GarageBand to put everything together. You can add sound bites, you can edit a whole bunch, and then you download it to your computer and you turn it in, and then you get to listen to it with the whole class.
You have 3 on weeks and 3 off weeks. During your off weeks, you are prepping and planning for your interviews and your B-roll and everything that you're gonna create and turn into your next segment for the next week. And on your on weeks, obviously you're editing, going through footage. You get to edit for a few days. For a good segment, you need good B-roll, good interviews, an intro and an outro. So usually you film the intro and outro last, and you'll film B-roll and interviews first so that you can match them up. And then everything is turned in by Thursday.
I really enjoyed my rotation in the studio. I was the coordinating producer, which basically means I edit the show together on Thursdays. You make your own intro, and you make the graphics that are on screen.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about some of the other jobs in studio other than coordinating producer?
Yeah, so the anchors are the people that you see on screen, introducing all the segments, introducing the show. Then we have our sportscaster, who gives us everything about Wizards sports. And then we also have commercial or PSA, and that person just gives people and businesses a shout out in the show. And then lastly, we have our on the street person, so they can go around the school, or they can go around town. They could do different events, participate in different activities, or kind of anything in between.
Amira, winter sports are coming to an end, and we've only been to 1 basketball game this year.
I went to 2.
Next up is Bella with the first edition of Sports Squad.
Welcome to the Sports Quad. I'm Bella Quad, and this week in Wizard Sports during our long break, track broke school records, our wrestling athletes had their championships, and our boys basketball team have 2 consecutive wins. On Friday, Valentine's Day, our track and field athletes traveled to the Ocean Breeze in Staten Island, where both relay teams broke school records. In the girls' 4x800 relay with a time of 9 minutes and 30.14 seconds, the girls broke the school record that was set back in 1989 and hit the state standard. In the boys' 4x400 relay with a time of 3 minutes and 23.12 seconds, the boys as well have broken another school record. As for the individual track and field events, we had Cole Wilson on pole vault, clearing the bar at 4.11 meters, placing him at a 3-way tie for second. Brady Bohan on high jump, clearing out 1.83 meters, putting him in the 6th place out of 26 competitors. Leah Scapitola-Rosen, also on high jump, clearing out 1.47 meters, putting her in 8th place out of 21 competitors. And Joseph Moulin, running in the 3,200 meter with a time of 9 minutes, 41.59 seconds, putting him in 6th place. Congrats to all our track athletes. Also on Valentine's Day was the start to our wrestling team sections tournament. Friday was their quarterfinals, where Gianni Gennaro, Jacob Burgos, Mason Ketchum, Zane Badaway, and Jacob DeJesus all advanced to the semifinals. On Saturday, the 5 of them made it to the medal round. Individually, in each of their weight class, Gianni Gennaro placed 4th, Jacob Burgos placed 5th, Mason Ketchum placed 1st, which also qualified him for the state tournament, Zane Badaway placed 4th, and Jacob DeJesus placed 2nd, which also qualified him for the state tournament. The team overall placed 6th. Congratulations to all the wrestlers who competed this weekend. You put up some great fights. On to our JV and varsity boys basketball teams, they both pulled out 2 consecutive wins against Cornwall last Wednesday and Monticello this Tuesday. JV winning 60-45 against Cornwall and 55-29 against Monticello. Won 53-30 against Cornwall and a complete blowout of 76-40 against Monticello during their senior night game. This week, Wizards, continue to show up and support our athletes. See you next time on Sports Squad with Bella Quad.
Ryan, I ran out of my drink.
Oh my God, cut to commercial.
Come see the Addams Family. Tickets are on sale now.
And now for this week's announcements.
March 17th, spring sports start. So make sure your physicals are up to date, Wizards.
Tickets for the school musical are now on sale.
And guess what? It's my favorite musical ever, The Addams Family. Wait, when is it?
March 6th through 8th at 7 p.m. at the high school auditorium. Be there.
Yearbooks are on sale all the way up till April 1st, so make sure you get them.
Attention seniors, caps and gowns are now on sale for the cheapest price that they'll be all year, so make sure to buy them right now. Tri-M is a National Honor Society that recognizes students for their musical achievements, leaderships, and service.
Recently, Tri-M performed at the high school in the Love in a Song performance, and Savannah was there to cover it all. So let's take a look.
Mr. Concius, I'm the advisor for the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and thank you very much for coming out to support your friends, your sons, daughters, family members, our Tri-M president, Jacqueline.
I'm so proud of everybody in Tri-M that decided to perform today, and I hope you guys have a really nice evening and enjoy the show. First up, we have a trio with Brady Crow, Katie Sullivan, and Jacqueline Chube performing Romance. I was a sophomore when I first saw the sign up that we were available to do Tri-M Honor Society, and I wasn't in any clubs yet, so I was like, why don't I try? Which was also the same year that I saw the officer sign up, and I did that, and I became a Tri-M officer. Music has really made me more confident in myself and comfortable. I was really shy beforehand. I would get nervous when I went on stage, but as I started performing more, I've really grown into myself, I think. Next we have Lara Kinane.
I'm singing From the Start by Leve.
When there's no one else around, me and you in awkward silence.
I picked it because I feel like it's a pretty simple song, it's not too long, and I feel like people will recognize it.
I'm singing Spring into Summer by Lizzie McAlpine. I picked my song because it's just a really popular song that a lot of people know right now, and I think my voice sounds well with it, so I'm going with it.
I'm so excited for to sing. Maybe I gotta sing a song, and maybe my dad's gonna video on me. Remember we made an arrangement.
Finding the right words to use for this song. I have you in mind, so it won't take so long.
Baby, kiss me.
I didn't get it somehow. Smart with math, stupid with love. He goes away somehow. One step I know that reason all heaven is
You.
Every year, I always want to go on our school's annual spring break trip, but I can never find any information about it.
Well, there's posters all around the school. Maybe you should read them.
Okay.
I'm always having FOMO, so this week, Danielle will share with us what happens annually on our school's spring break trip.
Have you ever wondered why there was so much European spring break posters all around the school? Well, for today, luckily enough, I'm going to go interview a couple of teachers so that you guys can know more about the program. So let's go.
I'm Ms. Rubenstahl. I am the group leader for the Europe trips that run spring break.
I've been a chaperone for 20 some odd years doing this.
I am one of the trip chaperones along with Mr. Anastasi, Mr. Bacher, and Ms. Rubenstahl.
Yeah, essentially we work with a company called EF, and they're a professional tour company, and me and a bunch of other teachers take students to Europe for these awesome trips over spring break to explore and see all the things that we hear about in history class, but we get to actually see it in real person. Yeah, so the company we work with really does a great job at making sure that we see like all of the most important things you have to see in whatever country or city that we're going to. And they give us a professional tour guide that shows us the way and kind of leads us through all of those. So usually the days involve like a lot of walking because there's like so much to explore, but we're usually seeing like all of the landmarks we can see in those days, and sometimes we go on like specialized tours with like an expert tour guide at like the Colosseum, for example, and we'll kind of just get our bearings of the city, and then there'll be a little bit of free time where students can walk around and explore and find little things that they're interested in. So we kind of have a combination of like guided tours and then also a little bit of free time on each day. I like just like exploring the world and seeing new places and experiencing new cultures and trying new foods, but I really like getting to do that through the eyes of the students, because the students on these trips start to like gain a little bit of independence and confidence, and also just gain empathy for people that like maybe coming to the US and not speaking English and just being in a new place and what it feels like to be the outsider and having to like learn all of these new things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 countries so far. 3 more will be added to the list by the end of this year. Before I went on these trips, the only place outside of the country I'd been was Niagara Falls, Canada. And I had actually never even been on a plane before I went on these trips. So like these trips really brought me a lot of new opportunities and kind of opened up the world of travel to me, and I kind of fell in love with it. So yeah, every country I've been to has been on these student trips.
I enjoy interacting with the kids in a place outside of the classroom. The whole idea of taking these kids to a foreign country and watching them grow as individuals and learning about life outside of the United States, absolutely worth it.
We take these trips around spring break. They're about 10 days, and as we're visiting these countries, we're taking in architecture, history, art, all of the things that enrich a culture. And the program really focuses on that cultural exchange of finding out what is awesome about that country, what makes it beautiful, what makes it awesome and unique and individual. And it's a really great way for students to explore the world around them. We take a bus across the countries when we travel there, so that is also something you don't have to worry about. The whole goal of the travel packages is really ensuring that the travelers, the students, the chaperones are just along for the ride and experiencing everything, and not bogged down by having to figure out where to eat or where to stay or what transportation we have to worry about taking. So on top of all of that, we have a tour guide that stays with us for the duration of the trip, and he or she is awesome about helping us get the most out of each experience as well.
So what country was your favorite to visit?
My favorite country to visit was definitely France. We went to a city called Nice, and it was like so pretty, so aesthetic, and I just loved it. I think it's definitely advised to travel with your friends on this trip, because like you're just together the whole entire time. You can do like certain tours, and I feel like it's better than being alone because you're just like with your friends all the time. A piece of advice I would give to someone that was like considering going would definitely like to go, bring your friends, and don't be like scared of like traveling like far away, because it's really fun. The teachers are great too.
I really wanted to take food and nutrition this year, and it honestly breaks my heart I didn't get to. I love to cook so much.
Well, good thing for the next 6 weeks, we get to watch Savor the Flavor with Sofia Rivera.
Hey Wizards, welcome to the first installment of Savor the Flavor. I'm your chef, Sophia, and today our special guest is, drumroll please, Ava! Hey guys, so Sophia, what are we making today? I was thinking about making our favorite Valentine's Day desserts. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Okay, what's your favorite?
My all-time favorite is definitely Rice Krispie Treats, homemade.
I love chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, me
Let's
too.
go to the store and get our ingredients. Okay, we made it to Stop and Shop. So now, let's get my strawberries first. They have a good deal, 2 for $4, and they're really big. What if they're not good? It's not strawberry season.
I had strawberries today and they were so good.
I have strawberries at home too, so I think I'm only get one. These look fine?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They're just so big.
Okay, next, let's get chocolate. Like, look at this. $10 or $9. Should we? Say hi.
Let's get the big one. We get one big. This is ones that we have at home. It's just the kids like them.
Quick. Quick. Go. Stop. All right. We just got yelled at, so we're going to go pay now. Okay. We made it back from the store. Let's show you our ingredients that we got.
So for Sophia's, we got
strawberries, of course. Milk chocolate.
2
morsels. Oh yeah, we got 2 of them. And then this organic coconut oil because it makes the chocolate smoother. Okay, so step 1 obviously is cleaning the strawberries. We don't want any gross, dirty, dirt, bugs, anything in it. So I just have my strainer and then these paper towels set up and I'm just gonna put them in the strainer and then we'll just like strain it, I think. Yeah, look at this. Juicy galores. So basically I'm just putting in some coconut oil right now because it makes the chocolate smoother when you melt it. All right, so basically, see this? They're not melted that much because, yeah. You just have to do it in intervals. Okay, your turn. You mix it.
I've never had this chocolate before. Is it just
chocolate chips?
No. That's so hot. Can we scoot your microwave in? She's like, imagine this chocolate's gross. Good, it smells.
I think it's the coconut oil.
Look at that.
Look at these baddies. Okay. Last step of these chocolate covered strawberries is putting them into the fridge to chill.
Okay, so for my Rice Krispies, we got, obviously, Rice Krispies cereal, big jumbo-sized marshmallows, and your butter. 3 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
So we got the butter.
Let's get a knife.
It says, so 3 is up to here. So now we need 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, I did not need to put the butter in.
Oh, the butter doesn't go in there. The butter goes in the pan. Sorry, I didn't say that. I can't fit it.
Can I see that? How much marshmallows?
All of them.
Still put it in.
I mean, dry.
Oh wow, it's really sticky.
So this is Ayla's recipe. We did put a little bit of chocolate on top and some sprinkles. So let's try. Cheers. Good crunch. Now we're gonna be trying my chocolate covered strawberries. And let us try. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of Savor the Flavor episode 1.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you guys enjoyed these Valentine's Day treats and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!
That's all for this week, Wizards.
Be sure to check out weekly newsletters and podcasts.
Thanks for watching.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Amira.
And this is BGTV.